Die DEL beginnt bald wieder, natürlich auch live hier bei Magenta Sport. Der Deutschland Cup liegt hinter uns und bevor die DEL wieder losgeht, gibt es die Champions Hockey League. Und ein ganz besonderes Spiel steht an für die Eisbären Berlin in Sheffield, ganz besonders vor allem für einen Mann, denn der ist in der Nähe geboren und hat dort auch das Eishockeyspielen gelernt. Und wir freuen uns sehr, dass er bei uns ist. Liam Kirk von den Eisbären Berlin. Liam, very welcome. Great to have you here before that special game for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Glad to be here.
So let's start with a very simple question, Liam. How excited is Liam Kirk to go back, according to the CHL, to Sheffield?
Yeah, I'm super excited. Obviously, it's my hometown club, and I have a home there, and I grew up there. So it's super special that we get to go back and play against them, and then obviously they get to come here and play us as well. So it's super exciting.
Great Britain is not the most typical country to get in touch with ice hockey. So take us back in your youth years as you started as a kid. How old were you when you get in touch with hockey, and how was the way for you in Sheffield?
Yeah, I started started skating when I was around 2 years old, and then played hockey from 3. I just remember just being kind of brought into it. My family's a hockey family. My parents, they've been fans of the team in Sheffield for a long time, and my brother was playing as I was born, so it's pretty much all I can remember.
Your brother's still playing in Sheffield, I read?
Yeah, he plays in the second league in Sheffield.
So did you have a lot of contact to him for sure, but with any other players, any other staff who is still there in Sheffield since back you were there?
Yeah, I know pretty much most of the people there, the staff, and a lot of the guys on the team as well. I've played with obviously all the Brits that are on the team, and I skated with Sheffield towards the end of last summer. Obviously, just getting reps in and stuff. So yeah, I know most of the staff there and stuff. So it's going to be exciting to go back, see them all, and to compete against them.
Special kind of staff always are the head coaches. What are the most important head coaches in Sheffield you worked with? Who was the most important one for you to take step by step forward in your career, you would say?
I mean, all of them had a part. I think obviously Paul Thompson, when he was the one that first brought me in when I was 16 and gave me the opportunity to skate there with the Steelers every day, and then eventually play there for 2 years before I got drafted and went off to North America. Obviously the coach Foxy and Karts that are there now, they were a part of the coaching staff at the Elite Series during COVID, and they obviously brought me and allowed me to keep playing during COVID. So yeah, I think obviously they both have different impacts on my career, but yeah, they've all played a big part.
So important persons for taking the next step for you over the Great Lake. You were drafted, like you mentioned, in the OHL draft in round 1, position 9, and also in the NHL draft the same year in round 7 by the Arizona Coyotes. You got over 100 games in the OHL. What was maybe missing to get an NHL player for you? Maybe it's about your knee injury you got in your first AHL season?
There's always so many different factors that come into stuff like that. At the end of the day, it's the best league in the world for a reason, and it's obviously there's only so many spots available, and obviously the knee injury was came at a tough point. I just signed my entry level and was super excited to get going in Tucson, and only got 7 games in, and then obviously had to miss a full year of playing. So. There's lots of variables, but at the end of the day, it's down on me as a person, as an athlete, to do my best to try and get back to North America and back to that kind of level. That's still my goal. So that's what I'm here focusing on doing, is improving as a player and getting better every day, and what will be will be.
in between your time in North America, you had your first return to Sheffield during the COVID pandemic. It was kind of special tournament by the EIHL. It was a Serious Cup in spring in 2021. How does it felt to play in that jersey again for you?
Yeah, it was super exciting to obviously put the jersey back on and be around a lot of familiar faces that I grew up playing with, and just to play hockey during a tough time. It was obviously super exciting for all of us, and it's a shame we didn't win the cup that year. But I think the main thing was everyone was playing again, and it led into us going with the national team that summer. So.
The national team is a very big topic because you're one of the big leaders of the British national team. It is always about the Division 1A and the top division. It's always up and down for Great Britain in the last couple of years. You were one of the most important persons to get up in the top division, first time since 1994, some years ago. And also the 2021 World Championship was very special for you, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the national team's so important to all of us who play for it, and I mean, hockey's grown so much in England that the success of the national team is a big part of that. I love going and getting together with them boys and competing at the highest level. When we first went up, we had the mindset that we wanted to stay up as long as possible, and we were there for a few years, and obviously we went down in Finland, went back up, and then last year, unfortunately, we went down again. So it's obviously we know it's a tough group to stay in, but that's our mindset, is we want to go and get back into that top group and be there as long as possible.
The top group in 2021, was that special for you because you was the best goal getter next to Andrew Mangiapane from Canada? Maybe a goal for you too in the next World Cup in 2025? In addition to get promoted again, I guess.
Yeah, it was super important for me. I think my mindset going into that tournament was just to go and play as good as possible and enjoy it. It came after obviously COVID and obviously not playing as much hockey as we would have liked. So I just wanted to go and enjoy it and just work hard and do what I can to help the team have some success. And the puck just kept finding the back of the net, which is obviously something that I want to do. I want to produce and help the team as much as possible, but definitely didn't expect it to go in as much as it did that tournament. But it gave me an opportunity then to sign my entry-level deal, and obviously what's gone on from then it is what it is. But it was definitely something that I'll remember for sure.
Finding the back of the net, definitely one of your strengths in your play. Liam, if you take a look back to last season in Czechia for Litvinov, or also if we take a look at the first couple of games in the DEL now. So maybe a more general question, Liam, how would you describe your style of play by yourself?
Yeah, I think obviously first and foremost, I'm quite an offensive person. I like to create and obviously, like you said, score goals and be a shooter. I think that's my biggest asset is my shot. But at the same time, I want to improve my game and be relied on defensively. I want to be able to contribute all over the ice and have a complete 200-foot game. And that's a big thing that I'm working on this year. And but yeah, I think first and foremost, obviously, is being offensive is the big part of my game.
It's the second year for you being back in Europe, except of your time in England during 2021. What made you decide in summer 2023 to go back to Europe and leave America?
I mean, it was an accumulation of things. I don't think it was really my decision to start with. In that summer, I still had another year left on my entry level, and in my head, I was going back to North America, and wasn't supposed to be for reasons out of my control. And obviously, then I had to look at what options were available for me, and Litvinov came through with a good opportunity to play lots of minutes and obviously get a little bit more experience in Europe in a different league, different style, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I think I grew a lot as a person, as a player from that experience, and it led to an opportunity here in Berlin, and yeah, I'm super happy with where I'm at right now.
And we're happy to have you in the DEL, Liam. Give us an impression, or tell us about your impressions from the city, from the league, from the club, from hockey in Germany you had until now.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, the city and the clubs, it's amazing. It's second to none. I think it's an incredible place to be in, and I'm super fortunate to be here and to be in with a side that's had so much success the past few years, and hopefully, obviously, we've got off to a great start, and we'll want to repeat the success they've had and win another championship. Yeah, the league's obviously a tough league, and we talked about it this morning. It's just fine margins. That's the difference between the top and the bottom. It's really competitive. Every night you have to be ready to play, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's been great so far, and yeah, there's nothing but good things to be said.
The fine margins might be deciding on Wednesday as well. First leg in the last 16 rounds in the Champions Hockey League against Sheffield. You know both teams very well. Who would you say is the favorite team in this matchup?
Obviously, I have to back ourselves and go with Berlin. But in saying that, Sheffield have been underdogs. The first 6 games of the group stage, and the teams that they've played, you'd expect them to not be in with a chance, and they've proved everyone wrong. So we have to have the mindset that they're going to be hard to play against, and for sure they're going to come out ready to work, and they're the home team for the first game. So we have to be switched on and focus on ourselves, do what we do best, and that's why teams down make great players. And at the end of the day, hopefully, if we do that, stick to our system and do what we do, then we should come out with a result.
Another very interesting matchup, Sheffield against Berlin, is the matchup between the 2 fitness coaches, because they are brothers, Daniel and Michael Morva. Daniel on your side, Michael on Sheffield's side. Do you know both very well? And did they have any bet? Do you have any bet with former colleagues maybe for the matchup on Wednesday?
I don't have any bets just yet. Maybe we have to arrange some. But yeah, I know Danny and Mike really well. They've been a big part of my hockey journey so far in helping me with my off-ice development. I first worked with Danny when I was around 12 years old, and worked with him up until I went over to North America. And then obviously Danny moved to Berlin, and his brother Mike took over in Sheffield. And I work with Mike every summer. We have a good group of us in Sheffield that get together and do off-ice training. So yeah, I know them both very well. They're both incredible at what they do, and even better people. So it's great for them that they get to obviously have a little match-up and see each other as well.
So last question, Liam. It's your hometown, Sheffield. You're born in Maltby. That's about 15 miles away from Sheffield. How many tickets did you have to organize for that game for parents, friends, or other people?
Yeah, a few. I've got my family and my wife, her side of the family as well, are all coming. So there's been a few tickets to organize, but I've been very fortunate to have some good friends back home who sponsor the team that have helped me with a suite, so my family can all be together to watch the game. So it's going to be, it's going to be exciting for sure.
Which team will clinch the quarterfinal, Sheffield or Berlin?
Berlin.
Easy question, easy answer. Liam, we wish you good luck, good success and a lot of fun, of course, for your return to your hometown, to your home club, and in a sportive way and a personal way. Thanks for having you here.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Und für Sie und euch das Beste auch. Das Hinspiel in Sheffield am 20 Uhr wird Bulli sein in Sheffield mit Liam Kirk und den Eisbären Berlin ab 19:45 Uhr live zu sehen. Hier bei uns bei Magenta Sport.